Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to this channel. My name is Eve Mtua. Thanks so much for tuning in for my farm. I'm so happy to have you guys. I really appreciate you. And in case you're new here, kindly consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. So whenever I upload a video, you'll be among the people to be notified about it. Today guys, I want us to cover about fridge organization. I want us to arrange my fridge with you guys. So with me here, I've got everything that I need for my fridge, everything that I need to put into my fridge. And let me show you guys whatever I've got here. So here guys, I have my green peas, minji. I got it for 200 Kenyan shillings from Radon Vengi uko kwa soko. And down here I've got my beef meat bone, I've got my fish fillet from Neighbors guys. Here I've got my ripe bananas, and this is my hotel. I've got my juice over here guys, my tomato sauce, this vinegar is for cleaning. So I've got my yogurt here, the Lamia guys. If you've not tried this, kindly go try. They are so sweet. I've got my soy sauce over here guys. I've got my other bananas, the unripe bananas, cabbage, spinach guys. I've got my ndoma, the arrowroot guys. I've got my watermelon over here, my sweet potatoes guys. I've got these red seedless grapes guys, from Naivas. In fact, they were at an offer, so I decided to get them. Here I've got my ho-ho, I've got my gadgets, the red one, the yellow and the green one of course. And here guys, I've got my fruits. This is where my apples are, the lemon. You know, I should buy this lemon because I don't like putting most of my tomatoes for fridge, because with time they lose their taste. So I prefer keeping it on counter, and then in between I put the lemons. It helps because it stays for longer. I've got this passion. My son loves them so much. Yeah, those are my fruits. And here guys are my tomatoes. And more tomatoes. As you can see, these tomatoes are more ripe than this one, so that way they are separate. And here I've got maize for githeri, of course. I prepare githeri, napenda ya maize sana. And I've got my danias over here guys. Imagine all these danias costed me 20 bob. All this 20 bob. And then my carrot over here guys, from the market. These carrots were 80 bob. So many of them. So guys, generally I got my stuff from the market and some things from Neighbors. And I've got this ginger. I've got some, let's see. These are all the things that I've got. And these potatoes over here guys. These are potatoes. And I've got some milk guys. Generally this is everything that I've got. So let's get started.
So guys, as you can see, I'm preparing my watermelon. I'm dividing my watermelon into two parts. I'll cut one part into tiny pieces and store it in a Ziploc paper. The other part I'm not going to cut, because when you cut the watermelon, you know, it does not last longer. So I'll store it that way, and I'll cover it with a clean film. For the level of cocktails, you can cut your pieces and put them on the freezer that way they'll stay for longer and they are good for the cocktail. So guys, that's it. And so guys, this is my dania. I want to divide it into two parts, the leafy part and the stem part. I prefer storing my danias in containers, unlike the other method, the other traditional method, that is putting the water in the container, you store your dania. You know, this method, the dania does not stay for longer. That's why I prefer using the containers. So as you can see, I've divided my dania. That is the stem part. I'm cutting it into tiny pieces according to the way I like it, you know, your preferred manner. So after I'm done cutting here, I'll cut the other part and I'll store in containers. Before storing in the containers, I'll use the towel papers, both under and on the top of the dania, to avoid air. You know, when you don't cover it with the towel paper, the air tends to go in and the dania might not be there for longer. As you see me talking, there's someone behind the camera, the person I'm talking to. So guys, that's how I store my dania. And so guys, this is my fish fillet. And before I forget guys, how do you buy your meat? How do you buy your fish fillet, your beef? How do you get to buy your meat? So for me guys, I make sure that nimenusa hiyo nyama before I get to buy it. For the other thing that I check is the color of the meat. You know, when the meat turns greenish in a way, or maybe any other color, it means that the meat is not that fresh, and when you purchase it, it will not be there for long. You won't consume it for long. So guys, always make sure you check on those tips before buying your meat. Now as you can see, I'm cutting my meat into tiny pieces. I prefer storing it when it's cut, and for this matter guys, I make sure that I go per my timetable. So when I cut this meat, I divide it into the dishes according to the number of my timetable. Maybe that week, if it's monthly, I make sure that I don't get it out of the freezer and return it back. When I get it out of the freezer, I consume it. So guys, this is how I store my meat, and it's the best method ever because the meat will stay for longer and you won't be disappointed. And so guys, this is my piece, the green piece. I normally store them with their cords because they stay for longer this way. So I'll just put them on this paper and store them that way. And for the cabbage, for the spinach, that's the same way I store them. All the greens, I make sure I just store them that way and they stay for longer. So guys, this is how I store them. Yeah, for the hoho, gojet, and the green, I just store them on those papers, and that's it guys. And for the paper that I'm using, they are called Ziploc. You can find them in any supermarket at affordable price, and I tell you, those papers are so useful because you wash them and reuse. So get them, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them. For my fruits, as you can see, I use cling paper. Those are my apples. I wrap them with the cling paper and I store them that way.
So guys, I'm done packing, and guess what? It was not easy. So here I've got my nyanya. As I told you, I don't like putting nyanya for fridge, but these zimeiva sana. So I decided to put some in the fridge. Here are my carrots. These are my carrots. As you can see, these are my you remember them? My peas. These are my peas. These are my gourget and my hoho. These my watermelon and my greens. Here, the grapes, the apples, the fruits, guys. The fish fillet, my danias, my beef. I usually put water here. The honey, the yogurt, everything. So simply, basically that is whatever you saw here. That's how I do arrange them. So let me go clean the fridge and then I'll show you how I arrange them. So guys, this is my fridge. In here I've got water, vinegar and this clean stuff. So nitaitumia to wipe the fridge and that will be it. So generally guys, that is my fridge at how it looks right now after the arrangement. And guys, let's start with the door. Hapo kwa mlango on the freezer side I've got my ice cream. That's where my ice creams are. Inside the freezer you remember these, they are the peas. These are the peas. I like keeping them with their cords. And when I want to use them, I make sure I take them out of the freezer. I put them on the fridge for some overnight, and then I do the cooking that next day. So those are my minjis. And when I boil the cereals, the dengu, the maharagwe, I still put them with this. I put them here. I don't mix them with the meaty part, so this way I keep all my meat. Anything meaty naiweka hapa. So this is the beef, whatever. This is the fish fillet. This is my smokies, chicken somewhere hapa unaweka hapa. Anything meaty I put them there up, and the cereals here down, and my ice cream there. So guys, onto the fridge. Down here, this is where I keep all my fruits. So you can see the melon, the grape, the apples, the passion. That's where I keep my fruits. And up there kuna the dania, this one. And down here guys, here is where all my greens are. The spinach, the cabbage, everything, all the greens, I make sure they are here. And down here some more watermelon, the carrot, and you see the space is still empty. This space is still empty guys. You can put some more things. See those bags, they help a lot in arrangement. You see the space is still available. So in case of any leftover food or anything, I squeeze them in here. And down here, this where I have my hoho, my gourget, my nyanya. That's where I keep my nyanya. Though I don't keep nyanya sana kwa fridge, so that's where I keep them. And generally that's it guys. That's it guys. And here the yogurts. Down here the leftover milk. I don't usually keep milk on the fridge, but when you open it naitaisha, that's where I place it. Then I have my soy sauce, my honey, my tomato sauce. Down there I usually place a bottle of water, but currently sijaiweka, so I usually place it there. So generally that's my fridge arrangement guys. Comment down there, tell me how you arrange yours.
So thank you so much guys for watching that video. Kindly do subscribe, comment down whatever you want me to do next, the video that you want next. Share, subscribe, do all that guys. I love you so much. Till next time, bye.